Alright guys, we are very close to the release of MW2 now, and there's so many leaks and information that is coming to light in the coming weeks of this game, and one in particular I'm going to be talking about in this video is the prestige system, the leveling up system for this new game, how it's going to work, and the potential of them bringing back the OG prestige system, which is kind of huge news. The last few years, the leveling up system for Call of Duty has been terrible, so in this video I'm going to tell you about all the news and information we know right now. But before we do get into this video, if you can consider leaving a like and also subscribing down below, it literally takes 2 seconds, it's one click, and it really does help out the channel. That would be amazing. Let's get into this video. So what brought this topic to light was the Ghost of Hope, which is like a reliable leaker in the Call of Duty community. He actually tweeted out prestige tokens will return in MW2. Quite a bland tweet, doesn't really go into much depth, but it's kind of huge because we haven't had the prestige system since BO4, which was 2018. Modern Warfare 2019, it kind of introduced a new way of leveling up, which was kind of like the seasonal progression. You reset every season, and a lot of people didn't like this, including myself, and I quickly want to dive into why I don't like it. It's just one of those things that the prestige system, the way of leveling up in every other Call of Duty game that we used to have, it was just like a fun way to level up, and I think when they brought out this new one in MW 2019, not many people saw the point in leveling up anymore. It wasn't as much reward for leveling up, so a lot of players, especially the casual ones that just play the game to level up to get to Prestige Master like I used to, couldn't do that anymore. So you really didn't have a purpose to play Call of Duty unless you wanted a camo grind or go for something else. There was no other objective to go for. Prime example, I used to go for Prestige Master in every Call of Duty game. They took that away and then I went for Damascus camo because I was so bored I had nothing else to do. So with this prestige system, if it was to return, would be a literal blessing because it would just give someone else, and especially the casual ones that don't want to spend 80 hours grinding a camo, it would give them something else to focus on. But if you guys are looking at me right now because you're kind of a new player and don't know what Call of Duty like prestige system is, I'm going to quickly explain. If you've played in the last 3 years, you would have no idea what I'm talking about. So pretty much if you didn't play Call of Duty before MW 2019, how it kind of works was you would get to level 55 and you had the option to prestige. And when you prestige, you got a permanent unlock tool, because when you did prestige, all your weapons will get locked again. You couldn't, like the new Call of Duties, go and use any weapon you want at any time. You pretty much had to regrind the guns and the perks and stuff like that. Then you would get an unlock token that you could use for any gun, any perk, anything you wanted to keep. Say you wanted to use it again straight away. That was what your permanent unlock token was for. And it was actually really good because after every prestige you would get like 10 unlock tokens for every prestige, so there's 10 prestiges in that game. And it's actually really good because if there was 10 prestiges in that game, that means you got 10 permanent unlock tokens, so you could just continuously pretty much get all the good weapons you want to permanently keep. And it was just a good way of leveling up. Then once you hit Prestige Master, you went to level 1000, which is like Prestige Master level 1000, and you would get so many other things like DLC weapons, camos. That was in like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. And then after that, you still had everything, and you could just continuously level up to 1000, like they still have in Warzone now. But then they kind of done away with that prestige system because I don't know why, I don't know what reason it was. But then the new prestige system we all know today, which was introduced in MW 2019, is you went to level 55 as per normal. You unlocked all your perks, all your weapons, all your operators, whatever you need, you unlocked the level 55. Then you kind of just kept them the whole time. You wouldn't lose them after that, and you could just continuously rank up to the max being 1000. And then when the new season comes, you get reset level 1, and you kind of keep your prestige. So every 50 levels you do prestige, but it's so hidden. I didn't even know what prestige I was in MW 2019 or Cold War or even Vanguard. It was just kind of all muddled up. It wasn't really that obvious what prestige you were. And the main reason, especially in the older Call of Duties, to get Prestige Master was to kind of show off that you are Prestige Master. It was very obvious what prestige you were, and it was kind of like a flex in a way. It was really cool showing people what level you were, but now no one even pays attention to it because it's really hidden. It's not obvious in the slightest. It's just so out of the way that it's kind of pointless even going for it. Like, don't get me wrong, it sounds good keeping all your weapons, because when you say it, just like speaking about it, that you lose all your weapons after prestiging, you're gonna say, well, I don't want to lose my weapons, I want to keep them. But realistically, you get them back really quick, and with the permanent unlock, it's not a big deal. But anyway, another tweet from the Ghost of Hope is, we're only 3 weeks away, so I wouldn't look too deep into this and what it could mean. All we know that it implies a prestige shop at the very least. How they handle leveling up, we have to wait and see. I wouldn't doubt that we'll see the evolution of the prestige system introduced in Cold War. And this prestige shop was actually really good. I liked how it worked. It was kind of cool. To every prestige you would get a key, and then once you hit Prestige Master, you were able to access the Prestige Shop, which had many calling cards from previous Call of Duties, all the Prestige icon emblems that you could use, and you would have to get the keys to pretty much buy one of these calling cards, one of these emblems. Then later on in the year, they also introduced blueprints that you could buy with the keys and stuff like that. So every prestige you would get one, calling card might cost 2, an emblem maybe 1. Then I think the blueprints are probably like 3 each or something like that. That's how it kind of worked. But leave in the comments down below, which prestige system do you like right now? Do you like the one we already have? Do you like the old school prestige system? Or the prestige shop which we know from Cold War? Leave in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.